This short video represents 1 hour of learning how to tow foil behind a boat. If you have water skiing or wakeboarding experience, you're going to achieve this in less than an hour. I spent the first part of an hour trying to get up behind the boat. I tried the wakeboard method, but I had trouble with direction control because there were no foot straps on the board. The other method I tried was getting dragged behind the boat on the prone position, then going to knees and elbows, but had troubles as soon as I tried to get on my feet. The third method I tried was to just stand on the board with some tension on the rope. As the boat moves, it just pulls you out of the water. So once you're up on your feet traveling behind the boat, the next thing you're going to learn is that you have to control the pitch of the board. And controlling the pitch of the board means keeping the board level once you get it up on the foil. So here I am going nice and easy behind the boat, quite slowly, and applying front foot pressure just to keep the board on the plane normally like a normal board. The board is not on the foil at this point until I start applying back foot pressure and the boat starts going a tiny bit faster. You'll notice that once the back foot pressure is applied, and I'll do it with some bounces so I get to feel the foil reacting under my feet, it'll start coming out of the water, and as soon as it comes out of the water, the nose of the board starts waving around, and that's what is the steering of the board once it's on the foil, which is another word for it is yaw. So you control the pitch by keeping it level, and then once you're up, you realize that the board starts waving around and you need to start practicing direction control, which is the yaw. At this point, I've been in the water for possibly around 35 minutes, and I'm already working on how to maintain what I call my cruising altitude. You want to get the board up on the foil, keep it steady, keep it straight. So you're maintaining your pitch by keeping it level. You're applying these really small ankle movements to maintain direction, and then you're starting to feel how to control how high the foil rides. And it's quite challenging to do this. When things go wrong, they go wrong suddenly, and you're face down in the water quite quickly. So you make very small pumping motions with your legs in a vertical sense to get the foil up and try and level it off at a particular altitude or height above the water, and you're at the same time you're applying these very small ankle movements to maintain direction. So by the end of your first hour of tow foiling, you'll be pulling it all together. You'll be practicing how much back foot pressure you need to get the board up and onto the foil, and how much front foot pressure you need to keep the foil level. You'll be practicing tiny ankle movements to control the direction of the foil once it's up, and you'll also be listening and feeling for all sorts of indicators or cues that will let you know that you're doing it correctly. And one of the interesting cues that I learned to recognize was once I got really high, in fact so high that the foil was about to pop out of the water and I'd lose control, was that I'd hear some sort of boiling noise coming from the foil, which is probably the turbulence of the wings of the foil just beneath the surface of the water. If you hear that, you're too high and you need to come down. It's a really enjoyable experience, highly rewarding to be up on the foil. I'm looking forward to paddle in surfing and doing it as safely as possible. I recommend using a helmet. I think I saved an eardrum today learning, and definitely wear a life jacket and follow all the rules for a safe experience. Enjoy it.